friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very, very magical day for two reasons. Reason number one, it's my birthday. I am coming to you live for my 37th birthday. Feels shocking to say that, I won't lie. I honestly mentally don't feel like I should be an adult at all. I still should be at least like 21, 22-ish mentally. But yes, sadly, physically, I am 37, and yeah, it's my birthday today. And also, we have a couple of magical unboxings for you. And I say couple of magical unboxings because I received not one, but two magical boxes from the Wizarding Trunk. They just so happened to come 2 days apart, and I hadn't had a chance to film the first one yet. And I thought, you know what? I've never done a double whammy unboxing, so why not? I don't think I have anyway. If I have, I'm very apologetic, but I don't believe I've ever done a double whammy unboxing before. So yeah, I thought we would give it a go. So I've got two boxes here, very, very excited to see what is in them. And if you are too, then do carry on watching. Don't forget, if you are new and you haven't done already, to please hit the subscribe button. Please do it so today because it is my birthday and I think that I deserve it. And don't forget as well to turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video. And you can always go and check me out on my social media. Before I continue, these boxes have been sent to me for free to review for you, and if you would like to get 10% off your very first box or any in-store purchase, you can use code Kayleigh10. But on to the main event. I don't know which one I should go for first. I feel like I got this one. I can't remember which way round I even received them now, but I feel like this one was the one that I received first, so I should be starting with that one, I believe. So let's get on into this box. I'm very, very excited. It has a very potion-y theme box, so I'm assuming this is our Moste Potent potions box, but we shall absolutely double check that in a moment. We are in. So spoiler cards right on top, and it is the Most Potent potions, but I'm just putting that to one side so I don't see any spoilers, but I will of course give you guys a sneak preview. Lovely jobs. So the first thing I'm seeing on top, I believe, is some stickers. So we'll start with those. So these are potion bottle stickers. They're actually really sweet. There's Monk's Hood, Dreamless Sleep, Draft of Death, Draft of Peace, and a Mandrake potion label. So they're very, very cute. Nice little cute start. Next up, I'm seeing a tin. Now, this tin did have a little card on top. So it says, please note that your tea blend also includes lemongrass. So I'm assuming that might be some sort of allergen then. So this is a lovely tin jar, and it's got this lovely, I don't even know what this kind of clasp is called, but like that kind of clasp on it, which I love. And it says black hellebore. And it says, when brewed into a syrup, black hellebore is an essential ingredient in potion making, primarily used in the Draft of Peace and Wolfsbane potion. And then it also says, syrup of hellebore, I hope I'm saying that right, brewing instructions, steep contents into 100-degree water for 3 to 5 minutes. And if we open it on up, we have a baggie of a tea blend. That's really cool. I always say this every time I get a tea, that I really wish I was more into like herbal teas and things like that. I just never really have, but I've never really tried them either, so I do need to start trying things. I mean, it smells, it sounds really stupid, but it smells like tea. That sounds really daft, but it's not like overly powerfully any other scent. I can't really smell lemon in it. Maybe once it's brewed, it might be a little bit more lemony, but it just smells like tea to me, but that's absolutely fine. I might give that a go though, because it's not really that strong smelling in like another ingredient. Maybe it is a bit more subtle, and maybe I like it. I don't know. I have got a tea strainer, so I do need to dig that out. It's a Ravenclaw one. But yeah, the presentation tin is really, really cute. I really, really like it. I love that it has got like that potion ingredient kind of feel to it. You'd sort of expect to see this kind of thing in a storage cupboard somewhere, in a potions cabinet, something along those lines. So I really like the design of that. That's really cool. We have a t-shirt. Let's have a look at t-shirt. Ooh, is this embroidered or does it just look embroidered? Let me see. Oh, I think it just looks it. Okay, so this is the t-shirt. What do we think? Is it good? Right, so this is a Bramble and Briars B&B Apothecary brewing the most potent potions since 1746. That's really cool. I love all like the thorns that are going around the cauldron there and the greens and blacks. I really, really like that. It does, from a little bit of a distance, it does look like it could be embroidered, so that's quite a nice little design on there. But yeah, I like that very much. It's on like a deep charcoal grey t-shirt. I'm very pleased. Oh my gosh, we have a stirring spoon and it's huge. Okay, oh, it's got a little cauldron on it. So we've got, excuse me, a metal spoon with a teeny tiny cauldron on the top there. Can you see that? How cute. And it's got this really lovely twisted design as well. That's really, really nice. And obviously it's for stirring our potions. I actually love that. And you could use that as well for just like stirring your tea if you feel extra bougie that day. So yeah, that's a really lovely little item as well. We have a pin. Ooh, this is a cute one. Oh, it's a mandrake inside there. That's actually really, really cool. From a distance, it just looked like it was a nice little green potion. I thought, oh, it's nothing too flashy, but it's cute. And as I've looked a little bit deeper into it, you can see that it's a mandrake inside the bottle. That is lovely. I really like that. That is dead cute. Okay, next, oh, I'm feeling a little baggie in this very, very nice lilac-y purple colour. Let's see what we have. Oh, we're being spoiled with the pins. We have another pin. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so we've got B&B, which normally I would have thought stands for Borgin and Burkes, but of course we had the t-shirt earlier on, so it's actually Bramble and Briars. So that would be the shop for this pin here. It's very, very reflecting on my lights. There we go. So that is beautiful. So we've got this really lovely purple awning on the outside, purple door. You can see all the potions on the inside. You can see a couple cauldrons here. You even got like the window on the upstairs as well. That's really, really beautiful. So this one is cram full of details. It's absolutely stunning, but it brings me just as much joy as this kind of thing does as well. So I just think these are absolutely beautiful though. And of course this will fit on our banner, which I actually do have beside me. So this is obviously our banner with all the pins that we've collected so far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This one will go right here on our banner. There we are. So it has been added to our banner. It looks really, really good. Nearly there now. We've only got 3 more to find. That is amazing. Next up, we have an artwork print / postcard, which is really, really nice. And of course, it is potion things. We've got this lovely cauldron down here. We've got a shelf that's a little bit on the wonk. And we've got some of the potions over here as well. This one's spewing out a little skull there. And then we've got some potions, I'm assuming, that have been tumbling off the shelves. And oh, we've even got a little froggy down here as well. That's really, really sweet. So yeah, this is a really lovely little postcard. And obviously then, if you so chose, you could always pop it into a frame and display it for your wall. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm very intrigued by this because we have some attachments here. So I'm assuming this is some sort of wall hanging, and I'm obsessed with these. So let's just see. This is so pretty. There's lots of florals on it and everything. 1 second. Let me get it out for you. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's huge. But we've got this beautiful design with these 2 wizards with a cauldron in the middle there. And obviously you've got some like spells coming up through, like in smoke. And then on the sides, we've got all these florals, potion bottles, mushrooms, skulls, just loads of really, really lovely details. That is really, really beautiful. Look at that. That is stunning. Okay, I've been trying to avoid this for a little while because I think this is going to be quite an exciting item, but it's kind of in the way of everything else for the moment. So I will go with this next item. So this is the Bone Regen Serum. And it says ingredients: phoenix tears, moonstone powder, crushed bone, mandrake root extract, glimmering gold dust, yes please, crushed unicorn horn. And it's from Gallipot's Apothecary, magical remedies and healing since 1842. So I wonder if this is going to be a pre-made potion or if this is a potion sort of DIY like we've had before. I don't know yet, so I'm very intrigued to find out. Either way, I probably will be a very happy witch. So, okay, it is a pre-made item and it is gorgeous. I don't have one. Well, I do have one, but it is teeny tiny and it is not the best for display purposes. This, however, is glorious. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh. So it says all new Bone Regen Serum, Gallipot's Apothecary, and it's got this gorgeous design where obviously you've got this skeleton and his little head for the top with a lovely gold rim there. But if you shake it up a little bit and you look through his ribs, it's got this sparkly fluid inside. That is stunning. Stop it. That is absolutely glorious. I'm obsessed. If this box only contained this item, I would be very, very happy. This is beautiful and I cannot wait to add this to my potion shelves and discard the really, really silly little one that I've got because it's just not worth anything and I just think it looks really daft on my potion shelf. But this, oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so this item next, I believe we were kind of given like a little bit of a hint preview kind of situation. So we've got the Potion Master's Guidebook Volume 1. If I open it on up and show you a bit better. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Look at the gold foiling and the shimmer. Oh, absolutely stunning as it is. But when you open it on up, we've got all these poly pockets. So all the potion ingredient cards that we've gotten in the last however many boxes, I can't even remember how many have included them, we can now put them into these little folders. So we've got like a full book of potion ingredients and how to make certain potions. And obviously then we'll hopefully get, I mean, if we get a full set of this is going to be amazing because there are so many Polly Pockets in here. So that is a lot of potions that we're going to be getting. I'm really, really excited by that. And it's similar to the Magical Creatures book that we had a few boxes ago now that finished, and I was obsessed with collecting all that. It's all still down there. They're all in their Polly Pockets. They're all alphabetized and page like numbered. Absolutely gorgeous. So I can't wait to do the same with this one and put them all in here and have a gorgeous filled book. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Really excited for that. Okay, so now we've got some papery items and they're in this little sort of plastic bag, if you will. So let's see what we've got. I believe we've got our first potion page to put into our book. So that is amazing. Pew. Okay, so we have, this one's pretty. So we have potion ingredients, fairy wings. And this got this really lovely pink tinge to the page, which I'm obsessed with. And then it has a little bit of details then about fairy wings. And on the back it says, caution, removing wings from live fairies may leave them highly agitated, at the very least. Fairy magic is powerful, so be prepared for a swift and unpredictable retaliation. Well, you would be deserving of that retaliation, I'm not going to lie. We would not do that to live fairies, please. We wait for them to pass of old age and let them live their lives peacefully and happily, and then we harvest what we need. That would be my way of doing it anyway. Oh, we've got a few. Okay, I'm loving this. So next up, we've got the Bone Regen Serum, which is obviously to go along with our actual potion bottle here. And this one's got a lovely green tinge to it as well. Love, love that. So this one gives us the preparation and ingredients of the actual potion itself. So we've got ingredients, utensils and instruments, instructions, and then warning on the bottom as well. Again, improper dosage can result in excessive bone growth, fusion or disfigurement. So be very careful, folks. We don't want any mishaps happening. The next one we have is the preparation of the Draft of Peace. Now this one has a beautiful dove on it. We've got some lovely little foliage going on around it. That's absolutely beautiful. Again, we've got ingredients, utensils and instruments, and then instructions. And the caution for this one is excessive use may dull emotions or induce heavy sleep. Could do with a bit of that every now and again. But yeah, those are absolutely beautiful. And of course then these will be the first editions for this book. So we'll put that in those in a little bit. So we've also got the first page. Obviously, this page will go in first and then I'll start putting all the potion ones in. So this is just like a little header, if you will. So it says the Potion Master's Guidebook, Volume 1, written by Dustin Barton, designed by Danny McMurray. That is really cute. I love that. So yeah, that is the very first page that I go into my book, and then I'll start popping all these ones in as well. Really excited. It's the little things that please me. Okay, last but not least, we have this really, really cute mini Geyser Graphics artwork print. Look at that. It's of this really, really cram-full potions cabinet. That is beautiful. Look at all the different colours and things in there. We've even got some like little bits of magical sparkles happening. We've got some mini love hearts coming from the very recognisable Amatentia potion right there in the middle of the bottom. That's beautiful. It's quite nice actually to get a little bit of a different size, because normally we get like this sort of standard size print and that's usually about this size, I believe. So it's nice actually to get a little bit of variety in size, because every now and again I think to myself, wouldn't mind popping an extra one by there or something along those lines, and that would be perfect. I would literally put that up today if I could. I would have to get a frame for it. But yes, this one will definitely be one that I will happily display. And yeah, I think that's a really beautiful little print. That was everything that we had in the Most Potent Potions box. That's really hard sometimes to say. I get very tongue-tied. Yeah, that was an absolutely brilliant box. I'm not gonna lie, I have thoroughly enjoyed unboxing every single item. I've gotten a lot of joy from this box, you guys. So of course I will very quickly run through the cheat sheet. I'm not going to go into too much depth because I've realized the last couple of months that the time that it takes me to edit these videos, the longest time I spend on it is when I'm reading this part, because I get tongue-tied. I sometimes will trip over my own words, and my brain sometimes goes a little bit too fast and my mouth can't keep up and spewage happens. So this is like the longest part of my editing process. So I'm not going to run through all of it for you, but what I will do is I will put an image of it on the screen so you can pause to read if you so choose, but I will quickly go through the individual items that we had. So the first item, of course, was the Potion Master guidebook. Absolutely obsessed with that. Cannot wait to get involved in it. Then number 2 was the potion making tapestry. That is stunning, and that was also actually made by Geyser Graphics, and I can see that now, to be fair. It is beautiful. At number 3 was the cauldron stirring spoon. I'm obsessed with this. This is so cute. It's ridiculous. At number 4 was the bone regen serum. I cannot even tell you guys how obsessed with this I am. It is ridiculously beautiful. Just beyond expectations. It really is. Number 5 was the potion shop pin. Obviously, that's the one for our banner. Then we had the Potion Master's Guidebook pages. So that was the 3 pages that we had, plus then the header page. Then we had the Black Hellebore tea and tin. Gorgeous, gorgeous again. The potion bottle pin with the little mandrake inside. He's really, really sweet. And the Potion Shelves watercolour. So that was a little mini artwork that we had from Geyser Graphics, which is right here. Item 10 was the Bramble and Briar's Apothecary shirt. Really like that shirt as well. I will get a lot of use out of that one. Then number 11 was the Most Potent Potions postcard. Again, that is a tongue twister and a half. And the last item was the Apothecary labels sheet. So yeah, that was the first item that we unwrapped, and that was this one right here. Absolutely lovely. Oh yes, of course, a big shout out as well to the Archive of Wizardry. That is the newest box by Danny, who runs Wizardry Workshop. Obviously, he does a lot of things with the Wizarding Trunk anyway, but he is now doing his very own box that he's helped to create and come up with all the ideas and design a lot of the things that go inside. So that is on for pre-order right now. I think the box ships in January. I could be wrong, but I think that I'm correct on that one. I think it is January that it actually ships out, but you can pre-order it now, and this is going to be a really, really interesting box. It's supposed to be, I think, from what I've gathered anyway, after Hogwarts, and if you wanted to go to like a wizarding college, that's what this box is kind of pertaining to. It's like a wizarding college. So yeah, it should be really, really interesting. So definitely go and check out the Wizarding Trunk. Unfortunately, my discount code won't work on that box, but it's still a really, really good price. An amazing, amazing box is going to come out of this, I can just see. And yeah, definitely go and check that out if you haven't done already. But yes, that was the Most Potent Potions box. And I need to move on now to the next one. So give me a moment to reset and I will be right back. We are on to box number 2. Yep, I am getting straight on in to the very next box now. I am very excited for this one as well. Let me just spinny, spin, spin, spin. And then spinny, spin, spin, spin again. Poke. Whee! Okay, we are into the box. Huzzah! Ooh, brown paper on top. Fling that away. We do not need that. Sneaky preview for you guys. Beautiful. Where's the cheat sheet? I think that's in the bottom because I can't get to it right now. There is a lot of stuff on top. And yes, I'm not 100% sure what the theme of this box is. Again, I need to keep more track of what boxes to come in because I am getting very lazy with that. So I need to sort myself out. But yeah, next box we have also has a t-shirt. I'm going to put this box slightly to one side a moment. Let's see what t-shirt we're getting this time. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I've got so many t-shirts now that I could literally wear one every single day of the year, I'm thinking at this point. Again, not complaining, but all my wardrobe is Harry Potter related. If it's t-shirts anyway, they are all Harry Potter. I don't have a single t-shirt in any other sort of genre or character. Maybe a Disney one here or there, but like 98% of my t-shirts now are, in fact, Harry Potter. But what is the design like? Do we like? Let me see. Ooh, this is very dark, this one. This says The Darkest Market. And then we've got, there's a book on necromancy there. And we've got a lovely sort of animal skull right here. We have a human skull right there in the middle. We have a hand over here. Ooh, we got some poison, some like shrunken heads. Ooh, this is a very, very dark t-shirt. I do like it though. I think it's pretty cool. This would be like perfect for Halloween. If you didn't want to dress up per se, but you wanted to have a little bit something spooky on, this would be the perfect t-shirt for that. So that is glorious. Love that. This is intriguing me. Is this a notebook? I'm obsessed. Let's have a little look. Let me get out the packet first because sometimes it's hard to see when you've got the reflection coming off of it. Okay, so we have, this is really cool, Tom Riddle's diary with the hole intact. So you can see there is the little hole. And then we have on this side here, like where the ink is sort of like spurted out of the book. And it is in fact a little notebook with clear pages. That's really pretty. I really like that. This is a really, really lovely notebook. Really nice in its design. Quite simple, but again, it doesn't always have to be flashy to impress me. But I do really appreciate even the small designs, but you can still tell that thought and effort has gone into making something like this. It's really cool. I do really like that. Oh, there's a lot of boxes in this one today, guys. I'm going to go for this first. This is a very nice, slender, tall one. So let's see what we have inside here in our mystery box. We have another memory. I love these so much. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so we have H. Smith. Is that Hepzibah? Yeah, Tom Mavola Riddle visit. Yes, it is. So that is the memory of when Tom Riddle goes to visit Hepzibah Smith, who is well, up until Tom Riddle gets a hold of her anyway. She owns the Hufflepuff Cup. I think there might be something else that she has as well that he's like interested in. And they have like this whole conversation. She tells him all about the fact that she's got hold of the Hufflepuff Cup. He then later on goes back her and takes the cup away. So, and obviously then turns it into a Horcrux with her death. So that is that memory. How blooming gorgeous. I'm obsessed with these. I have a whole little collection going on. And also we received a pensieve from the Wizarding Trunk a little while back now. So I've got my pensieve in the middle and then all the little memories around it. Ah! So I get to add this to my collection. I'm loving that. So exciting. Ooh. Okay. I'm seeing something very intriguing, but I've not gone for it quite yet because I've gone for the little velvet baggie and moment. I believe this might be a pin. It feels like a pin. Are you a pin? Oh, it's a pin and it's blooming gorgeous. Okay, I need to calm down. So we have this beautiful pin, which as you can probably tell has a little interactive moment on here. The doors, oh no, the doors open and inside we have a little dove and a little green apple there. So obviously this is the Vanishing Cabinet where obviously Draco Malfoy is trying to fix it and he obviously pops in little random inanimate objects to see if it goes to the other one in Borgin and Burke's. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I love me an interactive pin. This is stunning. I'm obsessed with this one. This is gorgeous. This is definitely my favorite pin of the day so far, but all the pins have been outstanding. That's beautiful. This is something that's very much intriguing me, but because it's very, very intriguing, I might leave it one more moment because we do have one more velvet baggie. So let's have a little look at this one. We've got a green bag this time round. Are you another pin? Oh my goodness, we're being spoiled. This is gorgeous. Okay, so we have another use for my banner. So let's pull this back out and you are going to go... Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if this is for this banner or not because it doesn't seem to have a place at the moment. I'll show you in a little moment. So this says Cursed Curiosities. We've got this beautiful shop front here with lots of bits and bobs in the windows. And we can even see a little head there, a little skull. This is really, really beautiful. But if I look at the actual... Unless I've placed one of them incorrectly, I think this one is supposed to be this one. Let me just have a little look. You know what, guys? I'm really not sure. So that is the image that we've got here. That is the Borgin and Burke's pin that I had on there previously. As you can see, it's quite large and it's a lot larger than the other pins. So I think this is incorrectly being placed on here, but I'm not sure. I mean, it does fit a little bit. I think that is, you know. That is the closest I've got. So yeah, I do believe this is supposed to be on here. And I'm not sure if this one was just a pin that we got beforehand anyway, and it doesn't actually belong here. So if you know if this does or does not belong, then do pop it in the comments, let me know. And I will obviously now replace it with this one because this one is more likely the right pin. Okay, so that's that pin right there. So I think that one definitely looks a lot better on the banner than that one did. But yeah, I'm very curious now if this one is indeed not a part of that collection. Either way, it's fine. But yeah, I'm just not 100%. Anywho, moving on. Let's see what else we've got before we go for this one, because I think this is going to be really exciting. Watch it not be now, but doubtful with this kind of box because in fairness, the Wizarding Trunk always do amazing, amazing items. So I very much doubt this is something that's like going to be a meh item, but I'm very intrigued. First up though, we'll go for this one. This is, ooh, upside down. This is our Unlocking Magic. So we've got another key. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this is creepy but cool. So we've got a B and B for Bogan and Bergs, or of course Brambles and Briars. And then we've got this really lovely skull detail here. We've got what looks like it could be the Vanishing Cabinet. We've also got, oh, it has a KA for Nocturne Alley, number 13 Nocturne Alley. Then we've got this really cool skeleton hand charm, and then it says Cursed Curiosities as well. We've got the little charm there. That is a really beautiful set. These are always stunning. Really, really lovely keys. A lot of thought and effort go into those. And of course, they come in their beautiful little presentation box, which I love. Okay, I'm not going to put it off any longer because I am very, very intrigued. I am going to go for this item next. Whatever it is, it seems to be moving around in here. So let's see if I can wiggle it up. Oh my God, no way. Oh, I love this so much. Oh my God, look how beautiful that is. Right, let me put it back into the presentation box so I can show you lovely people. Okay, I've just popped it back into the box in the best way I can for the moment. Look at that, you guys. That is a cursed opal necklace in bracelet form. That is so beautiful. That is really, really stunning. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love all the little opals in the middle. Oh, that's just so beautiful. I might wear that later on. That is so gorgeous. See, I knew it was going to be good. Next up, we've got box 1, box 2, and then we've got some papery bits at the bottom. So I'm going to go for the papery bits first, and then we will go with our last 2 box items, uno memento. So first up, we have the Enchanter. You guys know how I feel about these by now. I absolutely love them. Love going through them. They are cram full of wizarding stories, puzzles, recipes sometimes. They're just absolutely stunning. I love how much thought and effort go into here. We've got like horoscopes and things like that. I just absolutely love these magazines. This one is the Dark Market inspired. So we've got the Bazaar, the Malevolent Magical Maladies Center, the Bodiless Bunch. That's funny. And yeah, lots more. I am obsessed with these. This is pretty. So I'm assuming this is the inside of the Bogan and Berks, Brambles and Briars shop. So this is really, really lovely. It's quite a well-organised shop. There's not a lot of clutter going on here. It's very, very fresh and sort of inviting almost, even though it probably sells some not very nice and inviting items. But you can just see in the background there, we've got the Vanishing Cabinet. We've got the Hand of Glory over here. We've got a really creepy couple of masks as well. We've got various different potion bottles and things on the shelves. And oh my God, we've got a jar of eyeballs there. That is gross. So yeah, that is a really, really lovely print. Quite simple, really. There's not an awful lot of detail going on here, but it is still very, very beautiful. We have another page for our binder for later on. So this is a potion ingredient, fairy bones. Poor fairies, we had the wings in the last box and now bones in this one. So again, it has a lot of information there about the fairy bones. So the caution on the back of this one is use only fully dried bones. Leftover binding elixir will cause the potion to seize, rendering it toxic and unstable. Definitely don't want that. So yeah, that's another beautiful page for our potion binder. Love that. Next up, we have one of those metal prints again. I believe last time there were several versions of these. I'm not sure if that is the case for this one, but I'm very intrigued to find out. So this one says, protect our future, defend wizarding heritage. And it says, report all suspicious activity, register today, trust magistration officers, stand united against those who threaten the balance of our magical world. So to me, this kind of looks like a bit more of like a propaganda-y sort of Muggleborns are out, keep the wizarding line pure kind of posters. So not obsessed with the contents of, but it's a very cool piece of art nonetheless. And I think it's got a really lovely like sort of colour scheme. It's very dark. It's very like menacing. And I think if you were to walk past this in a street, it would instantly attract you because of the sinister nature of the poster. So you definitely stop and have a good read of it. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I like this. I love the tin as well. The tins are always really satisfying. Okay, so last but not least are the last 2 boxes. And I'm very, very intrigued. We have a fairy bones box here and then a mystery bones one here. A mystery box here. So I'll go with this one first of all. So it says fairy bones on the one side and it says the vial incantatum. And on the back it says preserved fey remains, harvested beneath the dark of the new moon and bound with ancient preservative spells. Each tiny fairy skeleton is sealed in its warded glass jar to retain its full magical essence. When powdered or steeped in potion making, fairy bones serve as a rare stabilizer for the volatile mixtures. deepen the resonance of binding charms, and can subtly alter the nature of a brew to enhance its connection to hidden or forbidden magics. That's very, very intriguing. So I'm very, very excited to see what this actually looks like. I'm assuming we're going to have a bottle with a fairy skeleton on the inside, which is creepy but cool. Oh my god, it is really creepy. Wow, okay, so this is the bottle that we have. Oh my goodness, and it's in this like yellowy like liquid, and if I spin it around you can see inside our little fairy chilling out there. Oh my goodness, that is so creepy. I haven't got anything like this at all. This is really, really cool. Oh my god, little wings as well. I was just seeing if it had like any kind of like shimmer to it. It doesn't. It's kind of just this like yellowy fluid. I mean, he looks quite happy in there, you know what I mean? He looks like he's chilling. But yeah, that is seriously creepy. And then we've got the wax seal on top there, which says Pure Blood Apothecary. And it says specimen number 11819. That is too creepy. I love it. That's brilliant. I'm gonna need a whole new potion like cabinet, not even a shelf anymore. My potion collection has severely overtaken my world and it's brilliant. I love it. I'm obsessed with potions. Will never ever moan at a potion. So yeah, but the fact that my potion shelf now is starting to like bow because it's just so many things on there. I'm loving it. So we're on to our last box. We have our unmarked mystery box. What are we gonna be in here? I'm very intrigued. Ooh, I love this. So we have a bell jar of skulls. Look at these guys. Oh my goodness, these are really cool and really creepy at the same time. I'm absolutely obsessed. Oh, the little jingle. That is really, really gorgeous. If you've got a dark arts kind of style shelf, which I don't currently, but I have a few bits and bobs that I was thinking of the other day. I was kind of maneuvering things around. I was dusting my shelves basically and maneuvering things around a little bit. And I thought, you know what, I've got some really lovely dark arts sort of themed items here. Maybe I can make them into like a full shelf. But again, I need a Harry Potter room. At the minute, my living room / dining room is my storage space for all my collection and where I film. I'm currently sat at the dining table and my living room is just by there, and then I've got a shelf here, a shelf to there, a shelf over there, a shelf over there, and a mini shelf over on that corner. So my living room is my entire collection, and I would love one day to be able to have a house with a separate room or a separate bedroom. Maybe I may have to wait a few years before one of my kids moves out, probably my daughter because she's the eldest, to then take hold of a specific room for my collection. But I would love to have a room of my collection and then have a lot more shelving units and a lot more sort of themed shelves, because this would be beautiful for a dark arts shelf. I have at the minute got a little bit of like a artifact shelf. So maybe for now that could go on that shelf. That would look really nice there. But yeah, otherwise potion shelf it is for you. Very, very full shelf. Oh my god, you guys, that was an amazing, amazing box. And what an amazing haul to do 2 in 1, because this has just been magical. So the theme again for this box is the darkest market. I kind of got a little bit of a hint to that throughout the box, and obviously all the bits and bobs that we got. So perfectly on theme. Again, same as I said earlier on, I will not read the entire thing. I will put a image up there for you so you guys can pause to read, and I will have a good read of this over afterwards when I'm done filming. But yeah, again, the time it takes me to edit, me going through all this for a double unboxing, I just can't face it. I really can't. So I figured today I would just read the individual items, and then, like I said, you guys can pause to read the individual descriptions. So the first item that we got was the Darkest Market tea. Then we had the Destroyed Journal. Absolutely obsessed with that. Really, really beautiful. Number 3 was the H. Smith vial. Just stunning, stunning vial. Keep those ones coming because I love, love, love them. Item number 4 was the Darkest Market key. Obviously the key collection that we had. Beautiful. Number 5 was the Vintage Wardrobe pin. Our Vanishing Cabinet interactive pin, stunning. And we had number 6, Fairy Bones ingredient. Yeah, that was that one, not the page that we had. Number 7 was the Forbidden bracelet. So obviously that was the gorgeous cursed opal necklace bracelet that we had as well. Number 6 was Cursed Skulls Specimen. And number 9 was the Enchanter. Number 10 was the Wizarding Heritage Tin Sign. So that, of course, was this one. Then we have number 12 was the Darkest Market Print. So that was this one. There we go. And number 13 was, oh, of course, number 13. 13 items for a very creepy box. Number 13 was the Cursed Curiosities Village Pin. So again, that's absolutely gorgeous. Again, we have the shout out to the Archive of Wizardry. So obviously that again is Danny's box. And the next box for the quarterly is Wizarding Winter. So obviously that's going to be our Christmassy kind of style box, which I'm really, really excited about. And then the next bi-monthly box will be year 1. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping and I'm kind of praying that we're going to get a series of boxes that are going to be year 1, year 2, year 3, and so on, which I really hope is going to be the case, because it's been a long, long time since I've seen a subscription box do a year-by-year box. And it's great because obviously with the way I've done my shelves is they're all in year order. So I've got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the Chamber of Secrets. Then I've got my sort of book shelf where all my Harry Potter editions are on. Then I've got my potion shelf. Then I've got a wand shelf, artifact shelf. And then I've got the Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and then parts 1 and 2 of year 7. So that's currently how my shelves are laid out. So I just think that when you get a year 1 box, you've got a lot of items then that you can add up into your year 1 shelf. Box number 2 will be a lot of items I can add to my year 2 shelf. So I'm hoping it'll fill out my shelves quite nicely. Some of them are quite full already, but there's 1 or 2 years, or maybe even more than that actually. I think when we get down to 5, 6 and 7, that's when my collection starts to sort of dwindle a little bit. There's still a few lovely little items on there, but there's definitely less on those 4 shelves than there are of the rest of the years. So I'm really excited to sort of get the years 5, 6 and 7, and hopefully I'll get some really lovely items to add to my shelves. So that's the hope anyway. But thank you so much for staying with me in this mammoth of a video. It's probably going to be near an hour long, maybe a little bit less when I get editing. So fingers crossed. But if you did make it all the way through this video, then please pop me a little blue heart for Ravenclaw. Even if you are not a Ravenclaw, well, you can put any colour heart actually. Put your house colour heart and I will know that you've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much to everybody watching at home. I'm really, really excited about all the items that are around me now. I'm just dying to get it all onto my shelves. I've made quite a mess, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching at home. If you did enjoy this video, guys, then do please give it a magical thumbs up for me so that I know. And don't forget as well, if you haven't done already, to please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magic community, and turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye, you guys. I'm gonna have birthday cake now, okay?